Hello, welcome to my vlog entry that is about the 12th of the 10th, 2012. Well, my one subscriber has asked me what the name of the TV program was I was talking about in the last entry, and he's also said that sometimes he has trouble understanding what I say. So I'll say this slowly. I'm not trying to sound rude or anything, but I'll say it slowly. It was called Dad's Army. I don't think it might not have actually got to America because there's a bit of a joke in England that the Americans like to think that until they stepped in, they won the war, not the English. They won the war, no one else. That's what America are like. They just think they're so bloody great. They can just go over to another country and, like Afghanistan. It's got nothing to do with them, but they've gone over there, and the main thing is they're doing it. It's because of oil. That's why they're doing it. And there's also a thing that, like I said about the Second World War, they seem to think until they bombed Pearl Harbor, the Nazis are winning. So there you go. It was Sunday yesterday, which is usually pretty boring, but yesterday was a bit different. At about 9 o'clock in the morning, I had a knock on my door, and my actual rule is don't go and answer the door because basically it's only going to be a salesperson, and salespeople can be pretty pushy, especially if you end up with a Sky's salesman who sells Sky TV, and you tell them you're on Virgin. Then they really get, you can't be on Virgin. You don't get no money. You don't get this. You'll get that. You'll get this with Virgin, with Sky. As it was a Sunday morning, I went and answered the door because I wanted to know who it was. Really, I mean, it's either going to be two things. Somebody, I obviously wanted to speak to the next person who lives down below me, or a couple of Mormons, and they can always be fun to talk to, or if there's a God, why is this, why is that, just wind them up a bit. But it was the man, a couple of weeks ago, a dead body was found in a man's flat. The police came and questioned me about it, and I told them I knew nothing about it, and then as I was walking out the flat, I got pounced on by a news reporter, and I had to tell him I knew nothing, but he just wouldn't sod off, and the way he constantly was talking to me, I was thinking if he can see me, the person, because then we didn't know he just died. I mean, that's the official thing, he just died. But if he saw me and he'd murdered him and I was talking to a bloody reporter, he'd bloody think I knew something and I was telling him. So if he found out something from someone else, so that was that. Anyway, he turned up around my house yesterday morning, and I didn't open the door. I looked through the spy hole and I said, "So what do you want?" And he said, "Have you got a TV you can sell me?" And I sort of like laughed because I thought that's like me going around his house and that's flat and saying, "Have you got a freezer you can sell me?" And I asked him why, and he said, "Well, mine's gone kaput and I need another one." I didn't actually say to him, "You don't actually need a TV set," or something like that. I just said, "I haven't got one." And that was it, and he went off. And then as I came out, I was told by him that these people had come around his house and smashed his TV up, and they said they was going to do it to him next. So, to be quite honest, maybe I'm a bit thick, but if people were going to kill me, or were threatening to kill me, I think I'd be more concerned about getting out of this area, not buying a new TV, getting a new TV set. But there you go. The afternoon was pretty boring. I didn't really do much, just played around on my computer. In the evening I went to the Heroes pub and found Richard there, my best friend, which was quite good. One of the things we was talking about death, and he was talking about how he had to sort all his father's affairs out when his dad died, because no one else would do it. then he elected himself the job. And I said to him, well, when my dad dies, I'm just going to let everyone else sort it out, because if I try to do anything, someone's just going to push me out of the way anyway. And I told him about my sister Ruth, who died at the end of last year, and that I never went to the funeral, which pissed my family off. But the reason I never went to the funeral was basically because I've never had to... I mean, I was never told she was dying. But then, one minute I saw she was okay, and the last time I saw her, she was in a bloody wheelchair like that. And she couldn't even speak. And it turned out she had cancer. And it had really, you know, she'd had it before, but this time it had really hit her. But my mum and dad never told me about it. And I didn't go to the funeral as a protest because of that. I never went to the funeral because I didn't want to be made to look stupid by going up to somebody and talking to them and basically being dragged away from them so I didn't annoy them or something like that. So I went and saw her, pay my last respects a couple of days later. So that was that. Also, I told him how when my uncle died years ago, I went to his flat and sorted everything out because I seemed to be the only member of the family who had actually talked to him. And from that I got a few rather odd magazines that I've still got. I said I'd sell them on the internet, but I've still got them. They are really ancient porn magazines about spanking and caning girls. And he told me that the reason he's got them, he had to get them, you know, through a shop in London. And he told me that the reason he gets them is because the new ones are crap. It's not women or schoolgirls getting caned because they've got no way of getting out of it. It's women being caned because they don't mind being caned. They don't mind standing by the chair, you know, standing with their face to the door with their hands on their head for about half an hour. And he says that's total crap, and I don't want to read stuff like that. So they're languishing in my cupboard at the moment. So I just told him that, and I told him that when my dad dies, not that he's planning on dying late, soon I don't think, but when he does, I'll just stand back and let everybody else sort it out. Because as far as they're concerned, I'm incapable anyway. So that'll be it. And that is the end of my... Oh yeah, earlier on I saw him again, the idiot who come around trying to get a TV off me, and he couldn't get in the flat. And I told him to press a button, but he couldn't press it, and or he wouldn't... He seemed to think I was going to come over, miss my bus, just to let him in the bloody flat. I think he's a bit of a prick. I really do. Ah, that's it. Alright, bye Metanius, whoever's watching.